My name is Deneth Piumakshi Veda Arachchige. I'm a Sri Lankan multidisciplinary artist living in France.
I'm Gregor Brändli. I'm a Swiss filmmaker and here with a documentary movie called Elephants and Squirrels. The movie Elephants and Squirrels is about Swiss colonial entanglements and tells a story of Deneth researching in Bâle, my hometown, about her past.
It's about Sri Lankan indigenous people's ancestral remains preserved in Basel museums that I was discovering in 2019 through an artistic research project Voices from an Archive Silence. And then I begin to talk about this ancestral remains, who it is belonged to, and asking this question from the Swiss people, and also bringing this question to the surface like restitution, bring them back home to their land.
I mean, back in 2020, I couldn't believe that the research that Deneth made in Switzerland and that what she told me in a way could be forgotten again. Like, Deneth is not in this academic world. There is no research paper that is published and so on. So I thought we somehow have to find a way to document this whole process and this whole story, that it's not forgotten again. Also for me it was obvious that Deneth found a way to tell the story through art. I felt there is a spot how it is possible to tell a story with that background and with this historic heaviness. So in a way, through Deneth's art, I felt like, yeah, she can open some doors that probably others come to.
I created 3 artworks. One was the sculpture. I want to put myself in front of people and tell this ancestor story. Because if you print an image of these ancestors or produce them, people will forget. It's just an image, you know. But me, I am a living person, walking around, visiting, traveling around. And if there's a sculpture that my face and my body is in it, it's saying that this is the 7th generation of this ancestor, asking to return their bodies, people will remember me because I can talk, I can communicate with people. This is how I decide to use my body through this sculpture.
That was often the thing, like, you know, can we film together with Deneth? Because that was also the interest of us as filmmaker. But they need to see, okay, museum also, they have their own interest. And this is why from a certain moment in the movie, somehow in the movie, Deneth disappears from the movie, and then finally she's back in that moment when...
Especially for me, I guess I was not permitted to enter some places like museums or to be in that space. Like, example, for the final restitution day, the speech at the parliament, the event, official event, I was not invited. And thanks to the film production company, they managed to get me in somehow to that event because it's a historical moment.
That was a lot of conversation with museum and finding out how is it possible for us to film.
Last year they returned 2023 they returned the cultural objects of the Adivasi people and ancestral remains. I really want to work on the ancestral remains kept in Musée de l'Homme. But again, I don't want to put so much pressure to the Wannuvala-Aetto community. So it's up to them now. They know. I have given the information. They know. And if they want to move further, so one day they can contact Musée de l'Homme. For me, it's big, very important. As I said, I've been 12 years in France working as a multidisciplinary artist. That was my beginning. So today, with this big festival, Jean Rouch Festival, first time I've been to this festival, and also in Paris. For me, I think is one of the best of my career. And I say thank you for Gregor for including me in his project so I can be present here today. And thank you for the festival. Big time.